Good morning. It is Tuesday and it is actually pretty late. It's about 11 o'clock. We woke up very late today because Lydia woke up in the middle of the night and couldn't go back to sleep, and then she got Grace wound up, and Janelle and I didn't sleep for most of the night, so we slept in later than we usually do. And anyway, we're ready to start the day now, and Janelle is working on her video. Peter wants to make pizza today, so he is getting the recipe from Janelle.
6.
While Janelle is working on putting on your video.
Yeah, we're a little late last night. Did you tell him what happened? I'm just working on doing your video, and when I watch the video that Art edits the night before, I usually multitask, and I'm just putting in an order for Watkins because the 3 things that I use the most, the cooking spray, the cinnamon, and the garlic and parsley oil, are all on sale this month. So I try to multitask when I'm doing things. And I'm also feeding Lillian. So is that 3 things I'm multitasking?
Right.
Wow.
And the girls got a little tea set from someone at church, and they're making some something. I don't know. What are you making, Mary?
I make hot candies.
Candies?
Yeah. And I got more hot candies, a beef. And then these are hot candies.
And you're wearing your swimsuit today.
Yeah. Well, I got myself dressed because Grammy and Grandpa were here.
Lydia, what's that?
That's in the middle. It's a butterfly.
Oh, I thought it was a turtle. Kind of looks like a turtle shell with a turtle head.
Well, look at mine. Well, that's a butterfly in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Because it looks like a butterfly.
Yeah, kind of does. Peter's making his pizza dough. How are you doing, Peter?
I have to go quick.
You just need to keep kneading it because it takes time, because the middle dough is probably still sticky.
It is. Watch.
Yeah, so you need to keep kneading. You might not add much more, but no, Pete's working. Okay, keep kneading. Don't add any more flour.
Okay, until when?
Well, until all that flour is absorbed, and then if it's still sticky, we get a little bit more. But we'd rather have it stretchy.
Will there be enough time for it to rise?
Yeah.
Janelle and Charity are leaving for the ambulance building. Charity is going to be on call for another couple hours.
I hope she gets free calls again.
You think she will?
I hope she does.
I took Charity down to the emergency squad, and I did some CPR stuff while I was down there. Came back, and no sooner did I leave, Charity got a call, so that was good. And Lillian just got up. Been trying to get her to sleep. And Peter is just starting to make chicken a la king, and I'm gonna help him in a minute, but I have to go live for my party tonight because I have a meeting at the squad at 7 and a 31 party at 8, and I always go live in the afternoon, just kind of touch base with everybody and let them know we're gonna have a party tonight, don't forget about us. And then I'll help Peter get that chicken a la king all cooked. Peter's cutting up the green pepper for me, and over here we are starting the process of cooking the mushrooms. I don't know if I told you what we were making, but we're making chicken a la king.
Allah or Ola?
Allah, Allah, A-L-A, king. Chicken a la king. I had never had chicken a la king until a dear lady at church made it for me. I think it was after I had Lydia, and then it was either Lydia or Mary, and then she knew how much we liked it, so she made it again for us. And finally I said, can I please have your recipe? Now, I haven't made it that often. In the past year and a half, I haven't made it, but this was a recipe that I used to, when Charity had her friend over for the day, they used to make it in the afternoon for our dinner, and so it's been a while since we've had it, and that's because I also haven't had the mushrooms on hand. But last week, Aldi's had mushrooms on sale, so I bought some mushrooms, and we're gonna cook them up, make this chicken a la king. I don't know that we're gonna actually end up doing this for dinner because Peter, this morning, made some pizza dough.
And I also made last night I made what is it called?
Oatmeal bars. She made oatmeal bars. So Peter's been on a cooking spree right now, which I really appreciate his help in the kitchen. And Charity's gone, so the house is actually pretty quiet right now. Charity just got another call, so that's 2 for her shift so far. And Peter and I are just finishing up the chicken a la king. It seems a little thin to me, but that's not the end of the world. But this is what it looks like. Yum. And I haven't added the chicken yet. I do that at the very end, and I can't even add it to this pot because it's too full as it is. So this is just the mushrooms, the peas, the green peppers, and just the sauce. And then I'll add the chicken to it, and it'll be all done. I'll probably just serve this over some rice for dinner. But I've actually served it over pancakes before, or waffles, things like that. There's a lot of different options, so it's a nice versatile food, and it's a great dish to actually take places or to a family that you're bringing a meal to, as I have such experience. It's definitely one of my favorite dishes someone has brought to me in the past. And I'm going to go ahead and put this recipe up on my blog so you can enjoy this, because it is definitely one of my favorite recipes that I keep going back to. Poor Lillian is all off kilter today. Oh, what's wrong with me? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. Say hi, everybody. Mwah. I don't know if we told you what happened last night, but Lillian was just kind of had the hungry munchies all night, and then Lydia woke up, and then because Lydia woke up, Grace woke up, and then we had the worst time getting them to sleep. And then when we finally got them to sleep, Lillian was still awake with the hungry munchies, and we didn't fall asleep until almost 7 o'clock this morning. So we were up from about, well, I was up most of the night, but Art was up from about 4, I think it was 4:30 until 7. So it was really kind of a rough night, which meant when we did finally fall asleep and wake up, we had already messed up Lillian's schedule because she conked out next to me. And it just made for a rough start for the morning, because yesterday, as you guys know, I got up at 7, and then Lillian took a really good nap in the morning while I was teaching school. But because that didn't happen this morning, she's just sort of off kilter. She's not sleeping like she really should be. She's taking like these 15-20 minute cat naps, which is not quality sleep for her. So I have a feeling tonight's going to be another rough night, but maybe she'll sleep better. And she's approaching that 3-month mark, and I'm wondering if I'm trying to remember. I think the kids usually go through another growth spurt right around 3 months. So it very well could be that's just what she's hitting, but it just makes for a rougher day when she doesn't take a decent nap, because I can get so much done when she takes a nice nap, and particularly if the naps coincide with the other 2 little girls. But that just didn't happen today, so you guys know how it goes. Some days are good days, some days are just not so good for little girls. I still need to sit down at the computer and get my seed order in. I know I keep saying to you guys I need to order my seeds. I really need to order my seeds. So I just went to sit down to do that, and that's when she got up. So give it a shot, maybe a little while later. Maybe after she's done eating, I can put her in their bouncy seat and she'll play for a little while. That'd be a really good thing. Gracie's looking at her birthday book. How is it?
Mom!
Yes, yes, Peter?
Your rice is bubbling.
Okay, turn it down.
I just had to open up the lid.
Yeah, we gotta actually turn it down. I'm in the middle of cooking rice. Charity is just getting back from her call. I've got to go down and pick her up. That was actually a longer call. And my rice is boiling all over the stove. That's what happens when you're busy. Give this baby a stir. I don't really want to leave it with Art to tend since Charity's not here. I'm always afraid the cooking could go really, really bad. Alright. Leave that down. Miss Lillian is here and she's happy. Look it. See, I love my toys. Oh, I do. She loves staring at this toy bar that I brought down. Oh. Mommy's got to go find Daddy so Mommy can go get Charity. Did you miss Charity? Where's Charity? No, Charity's not outside because... Oh, there's Daddy, though. That's who you spotted. All right, we'll go talk to Daddy. Daddy is working on cleaning off the front porch because it was really, really bad.
Clean it up.
Yeah, before it gets cold and before Art's parents see it, right?
Right.
Art's parents are planning on coming down for Peter's birthday this weekend. So we're trying to just kind of slowly get the house picked up and things like that. Except my expectations for having a perfect house is not going to be very high. You know that, Art?
Well, it will be good.
It'll be clean, but not my normal expectations. I can't do everything, and I try my best, but my expectations now compared to what they were let's say about 15 years ago are a lot different. Now I love to have people in, I like the company, and I'm not so worried all the time about how my house looks. And you know, not to the point of being complacent, but that's not my ultimate worry, like, oh, it's gotta be perfect for the company. I want it clean, I want it welcoming, but it's not gonna be perfect. It's definitely not gonna be perfect with 7 kids in my house and a husband who's doing construction.
And the boys are sweeping the porch to try to make it look nice.
So Charity's back. She had 2 calls. She had lots of excitement, right? Mm-hmm. And Peter has, as you guys saw, made our dinner. And there it is, the chicken a la king on top of rice.
And
some peas. And then we have a fresh salad and some peaches there. What do you guys think?
What happened to the pizza?
The pizza's we're going to do pizza for lunch tomorrow.
Okay.
So I don't have to worry about lunch.
What else? Mommy helped make it. It was teamwork.
It was
Mommy
teamwork.
made rice, and she also stirred the stuff, and I chopped it.
Mommy,
Yes, Lydia.
do you know that I really like the pizza pockets?
Yeah, pizza pockets are good.
She was watching our videos from last year. So she saw the pizza pockets and now she wants them.
Janelle and Charity are gone to the ambulance building. They have a meeting tonight, so they are gone, and I have the other 6 kids. Lillian is supposed to be sleeping at least. Peter wanted to make some cranberry bread, so all the kiddos are working together on making some cranberry bread.
John.
So yeah, except for John, who's doing his math right now. Janelle is back.
Wash my hands. Got dirty hands.
So what do you think about the cooking going on?
I'm sure they will taste like they've been made with lots of love.
Baking powder.
Can't be too bad.
It's okay if we stir.
Nope.
I like stirring.
Okay, and Peter's gonna add the baking soda. Looks like our baking powder.
Is that enough? Well, let me check.
You know that I really want to eat this right now.
What?
What is it? That's baking powder. Do I need that much or that much?
Let's see, what does it say? Where does it say it? 2 teaspoons baking powder. So a teaspoon, yep, 2 TSPs, that's it.
Use 2 of these.
Right. And not 2 of those, just that much right there. 1/4 teaspoon salt.
100.
You're joking. That much salt?
No, not a 1/4 cup. 1/4 teaspoon.
I can chop them. I'm not very good on cooking.
You're pretty good. Peter forgot to cut up the cranberries though.
Well,
But that's okay. Okay, is Peter ready to put them in?
but
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
put too much.
a little too much. How are you supposed to get it correct? That's probably good enough.
Here are the kids' muffins. How are the muffins?
They were good.
Other than?
No, there was a couple things that they probably didn't know. Like the nuts should be chopped finer, and I would have chopped the cranberries so there weren't huge chunks of cranberry in there. But they were fine. You know, the kids did it, like I said, they put love and effort into it, and I appreciate that even if they're not giveaway quality. We all enjoyed eating them, and just saw a stink bug fly over your head. Sorry. No, it didn't land on you either. So anyways, yes, I gave the kids something to do, and you know, I appreciate their initiative and thoughtfulness. Art and John are playing a game of chess, and it's almost 11 o'clock.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And I am going to bed.
Sounds like a good idea.
Lillian actually is sleeping on her own. She went to bed earlier than I was hoping, so that was good. I got a little bit of work done around the house, and since I was up most of the last night, I'm going to go to bed a little bit earlier than I used to. So I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night!